Alien vs. Human Theory of Everything. Nicolaus Copernicus 2.0 or Marcus Beatrice Skoczylas 1.0. Marcus being distant cousin descendant of Copernicus on mother's maternal DNA side. Haplogroup H. This video is not intended for humans. This video is intended for other aliens and the intergalactic mother spaceship. Humans do not watch. Hello mother spaceship. My communication device has experienced malfunction. I cannot send you that information direct via our regular channel. I must use humans technology called YouTube to send you this message. I hope you receive it. I am sure humans will not watch it and think that it is a joke. Ha, ha, ha. Here is my report on humans. 2D square surface vs 3D sphere surface. Humans on Earth, though it is a sphere, they live and think on a two-dimensional square surface. The curvature of the Earth is not real in seen, therefore it is a cubical or inside a box perspective. Two lines can cross only in one point in 2D or be parallel. However, if you take the Earth's sphere surface, then two parallel lines in one spot do cross twice, because on the sphere, they form circles. Humans also limit their children education to say that sum of angles in the triangle is 180. They do not teach their children that on Earth's surface, where they live, the sum of angles can be e.g. 270, 3 right corners, or 90, because of Earth is a sphere, and on the sphere there is a curvature. That also limits children imagination and creativity. Again, living like a flatfish bottom feeder at the bottom of the ocean without having a perspective that there is much more in the ocean than just bottom. Humans also display very strange behaviors. Humans, for example, watch football. That does not make sense. Those who really need exercise out of shape humans sit in their couches, while watching other humans that are in shape and do not need any more exercise in actual exercising. That does not compute. Humans' emotional brain vs. rational brain. Humans are pretty advanced, but their civilization has reached a point where that advancement no longer progresses. Reason is because the leaders called politicians have hijacked their primitive part of the brain, the emotional brain called Amygdala, while they no longer can switch of emotions off for making rational decisions, and use only Prefrontal Cortex, rational brain, rational mind. Humans using only one hand, one part of the brain to communicate in writing. Humans also exhibiting very strange behavior. When you put 10 people in the room, and only tell 9 of them to lie at the whiteboard in the room is black, and then you ask remaining human what color is it, he or she will also say that the whiteboard in the room is black. It looks like humans care more about fitting in, emotional comforting rather than the truth, facts. That is why their future progress does not look optimistic anymore. Human scientists have strange way of thinking medicine. They often have malfunctioning linking cause and effect. Instead of identifying and fixing the root causes of the malfunctions and diseases, they treat their symptoms. They turn so-called patients into forever customers. It is good for profit, but it is bad for humans' majority of population. Human scientists have strange way of thinking science. Old they had smart humans in the past like Polish astronomer Nicolaus Copernicus. When other scientists could not understand simple physics of solar system, they came up with a complex concept of epicycles to still keep Earth at the center of universe. Nicolaus Copernicus and other rational scientists like him have been prosecuted and often killed by other humans. Again, it looks like humans care more about fitting in, emotional comforting rather than the truth, facts. Human scientists have strange way of thinking structure/politics. Also, it looks like humans do not like changes. Humans do not want the truth. Humans do not want facts. They like to live in their bubble or the fishbowl, reinforcing their myths, superstitions, wrong conclusions from the past. I think it is difficult for humans to acknowledge that they have been living in mistakes, making wrong decisions in the past, and they do not want to change. Because now they would look stupid to other humans. It is easier for them to just continue. It seems like they prefer to live in a false reality rather than change and learn from facts. Men leaders, politicians do not want wise advisors. Men leaders want absolute obedience, and yes, sir as an answer. It is not good for humans to have such a dysfunctional and malfunctioning system. Human scientists have strange way of thinking. Science knew they have existing laws of physics that can lead to correct cause and effect relations, and also correct interpretations. But they prefer again to create complicated epicycle theories, while laws of universe are quite simple. Scientists came to conclusions. 1. There is a red shift for the light coming from more distant stars. They conclude that the universe is expanding and actually accelerating. 2. They believe that there was a single Big Bang. 3. They came up with the idea that dark matter must exist and be more than regular matter to explain their theories. They have no evidence for it, nor anything to support. Explosion. In an explosion, also the Big Bang, the particles/objects' velocity is the highest at the beginning. The forces of friction/drag in the atmosphere, or the forces of gravity and friction/drag in the universe cause n particles/objects to slow down going further away. Now if we rewind the clock to what humans are saying, the universe is not only expanding but even accelerating. Then we can come to the conclusion that the more we go back in time, the slower the expansion! Until we see that the universe gets to asymptotic concentration point. Slower and slower and slower. Therefore humans have just shot themselves in the foot. Ouch. They have just proven that there was never a Big Bang. Ha, ha, ha. That is contra to our understanding of universe, where epicycle theory is not needed. 1. For example, where a comet comes on its elliptical orbit closer to the sun, it accelerates, then it slows down going away from the sun. Humans know it. They have learned to use it, sending their satellite towards celestial objects to slingshot them. They know how to use gravity of planets and moons to send satellites far to outer solar system. 2. Humans know the property of light, that is both particle and a wave. 3. But they do not connect the dots that the photon as a particle going through vacuum of space at tremendous distances of light years experiences friction/drag, therefore slows down, causing the shift to red. 4. Humans do not realize that vacuum of space is not perfect vacuum, and that is why. 5. In our understanding, the universe operates in total different manner, but humans ignore facts of life. That stars have their life cycles, first born from the clouds of dust, like pillars of creation. Their life continues as adults in productive fusion, emitting the energy out, then in old age either exploding, supernova, or becoming a dwarf star. Humans sort of know it, but again ignore to connect the dots. B. Galaxies have black holes at its centers, or can be also called super heavy stars. Humans do not realize that black holes also go through life cycle, or we call it recycle life cycle. While stars emit light/energy, the black holes due to their mass consume energy. Humans cannot connect the dots that black holes start as big stars, and are living their life of recycling. Once a black hole reaches its maximum size, then it explodes. It goes to the beginning of life cycle. Hydrogen clouds are formed, then stars and planets. Humans know the mechanism of nuclear reaction, but again cannot connect the dots. When you concentrate uranium or plutonium in limited space, they know how nuclear chain reaction happens, and humans already have learned to use it to their good benefits. Nuclear power plants, but also their destruction, like atomic/nuclear bomb. But again, cannot connect the dots from microscale to macroscale of black holes. Humans do not realize that there was never a single Big Bang. There have always been life cycles of stars and black holes, therefore men local bangs to the eternity to the past, and there will be local bangs to the eternity. It is a simple life and recycle nutrients cycle. It is simple. It is universal. Can be observed everywhere. No need to create an epicycle's complex theories. Humans, for those who believe in God, the explanation is, God is eternal. Life and recycle cycle is eternal. It is like perfect resonance, where the energy is just converted from one to the other, and also converted into mass, as storage, and can be put back into the energy. Also, as Albert Einstein noticed, E equals Mach2. For those who do not believe in God, there is just nature doing what it has always done, using its simple universal laws of physics that can be observed. The patterns are everywhere. However, humans, despite all the evidence, examples all around, prefer to generate the enigma, complexity beyond comprehension. Humans do not understand that in order to see the bigger picture they need to switch on emotional brain, Amygdala, and turn onto the max rational/scientific brain, the prefrontal cortex. 6. Humans are aware of black holes. They understand that due to tremendous gravity of them, the light gets sucked into them never comes back. But why humans lack connecting the dots, that is the same as comet crashing into the star or planet, only if it gets close enough, the light, when it gets close to a black hole it gets slingshot like a satellite near a planet, and alters its straight line direction. The best evidence for it is that nobody has ever seen a black hole as a dark spot in the sky. Because light gets slingshot, the black hole has a bright crown. Can we ever see through the black hole crown? I don't know. But if you throw a square object into the water, it becomes a circle with a distance. That is simple physics. Wave travels at constant speed, and the differences between imagine a circle ridden inside a square, and ridden around a square, the delta in radius becomes insignificant with distance. The square becomes the circle for an observer far away, and everybody thinks it was a single spot that triggered a wave in all directions. Does it make sense? Now, this also has implication on Albert Einstein equals Mach2 when the photon does not get sucked in by the black hole, but gets slingshot around in elliptical trajectory, then it accelerates, like another particle in the world. Therefore c-speed of light is max at c only in free traveling photon. When it gets around black hole it exceeds c-speed, then goes back to its original c, or lower, speed. The rules of the universe do not change. Only scaling factors. The theory of everything is simple, comprehensive, follows the patterns like everything in nature. No need for epicycles. Unless someone does not have open mind. Have humans evolved, and have already passed the zenith, closest proximity to the light, like a comet shining closest to the sun, and now already losing its speed, cooling, and getting away from light and sun? So, this is a brief report on humans from planet Earth. I am stuck here. When I try to teach humans facts, universal science, how beautiful and simple rules/patterns/ratios/multipliers are, NW Wind Talk. Ratios, multipliers and science, more analysis for geeks, link here, check for posts by user ID. Link here, Seabreeze.com. Code of conduct on Seabreeze, respect, who do you choose to be? Link here. So, this is a brief report on humans from planet Earth. I am stuck here. When I try to teach humans facts, universal science, how beautiful and simple rules/patterns/ratios/multipliers are, NW Wind Talk. Ratios, multipliers and science, more analysis for geeks, link here, check for posts by user ID. Link here, Seabreeze.com. Code of conduct on Seabreeze, respect, who do you choose to be? Link here. Humans. They do what they have always done. Kill the messenger because the message is different than established status quo. It does not fit. It would require changes in so many aspects. Corrections. New directions. It is just easier for humans to continue in false reality talking to each other. White is black, black is white. Who cares about science, facts, and the truth does not matter. Intergalactic Mothership, if you receive the message, please send some rescue team. I am getting tired. I am getting alienated. Humans do not want to see the light. Are not interested. I guess their future will continue to downward spiral. I guess it also is the pattern for many human civilizations that came, lived, and got recycled after all. You may ask yourself a question. How did it all came to what it is? Answer. The universe was already there, simple, beautiful, comprehensive. It just needed a person who thinks sharp and clear, has long attention span, and is hypersensitive to the world around, HSP. Does it all make sense and relate to? Michelangelo once asked about his masterpiece David. How did you get this vision for David, the statue? What did you do? What was your exact moment of realizing this vision? Michelangelo answers. David was already there. I just chipped away everything that was not David. It wouldn't be me. Like you might have noticed in my other videos and postings, it is the time for Polish joke. Question. Who was the best soccer, European football, player of all time? Answer. It was the Polish astronomer Nicolaus Copernicus Michelangelo Copernic. Why? Because when he kicked the Earth in 15th and 16th century, it is still spinning till this day.